Fountains is a competitive tile laying game about making fountains. It's for 2 to 6 players. It lasts 45 to 60 minutes. It is light strategy level. It features one very unique mechanic, and as you can see, it has amazing table presence. Taking you straight into the game. In a player's turn, they use the rondel to select a tile, add the tile to their fountain, and then they check if any payment is due. How do they use the rondel? Well, they pick up any pile of chips that is on the rondel and they walk around the rondel clockwise, depositing the bottom chip from the pile as they go. Wherever they put the last chip from the pile, that is the tile that they get. They then take this tile and add it to their fountain. When adding a tile to the fountain, the only rule is that at least 2 of the red bricks on the new tile must touch 2 red bricks already on the fountain. So in this case, we could add our tile here. 2 red bricks are touching. We could add it here in the next level. All 4 red bricks are touching red bricks there. Or we could add it here. In fact, if I was to explore this whole fountain, there are probably about 20 places we could add this tile. Finally, after you've added the tile, you check if any payment is due. Now, this is where the unique mechanic comes in, because not only do we use the rondel to decide which pile of tiles we're going to take from, but also, if you remember, when I made my move, I deposited the bottom piece of the pile. At this point, you'll notice I deposited the blue piece on top of the other blue piece. In this game, whenever 2 pieces of the same colour meet, that triggers payment. And the interesting part is that it triggers payment for all players simultaneously. If the blue chips meet, it triggers payment for the pools. If the orange chips were to meet, it would trigger payment for fish. And if the green chips were to meet, it would trigger payment for lilies. First of all, the pools. When triggering payment for pools, a player would be paid for every single pool in their fountain. It's worth noting that pools and tiles are not the same thing. Here we have 2 tiles and 2 pools. However, here we have 2 tiles and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pools, or 3 tiles and 5 pools. Moving on to the next payment, which was payment for fish. Now players count the number of fish they have of each colour, orange, black and white. Whoever has the most orange receives 5 in payment. Whoever has the most white receives 5 and whoever has the most black receives 5. However, it's not quite as simple as that, because fish are worth 1 extra for every layer up the fountain that they are. Lastly, lilies. You'll notice a lot of the pools have lilies in them. Players are paid 1 for every lily in the largest group of adjacent lilies that they have. When 2 of the piles around the rondel have been completely taken, that triggers the end of the game. The end of the game involves 1 final round of payment for pools, fish and lilies, and then some bonuses are paid. A bonus of 10 is paid to the player with the highest fountain. A bonus of 10 is paid to the player with the longest fountain. That's the most pools that water can travel around in a single route. And a bonus of 10 is paid to the player with the least open channels leading out of their fountain, so the most efficient fountain. And that concludes the game. I would say that the main strength of the game is its excellent table presence. This fairly unique mechanic here, which asks players to make a decision of not only how are they going to manipulate the rondel to get the tile they want, but are they going to trigger scoring that benefits them more than it benefits the other players? And what state will they leave the rondel in for the next player? Would it then allow the next player to trigger scoring in a category that this player doesn't want, for instance? Finally, the variety of fountains that players can make is absolutely immense. Players could make a fountain focusing on getting as many fish as high as possible. Players could make a fountain focused on as many pools as possible, or perhaps the largest group of lilies. Finally, they may even focus on scoring all of the end game bonuses. The highest fountain, the longest fountain, or even the fountain with the least links. If you're interested in this game, please feel free to contact me at kedirc.winks@gmx.com. I look forward to hearing from you.